Well, it's springtime again, and I figured it's about time I get outside and prepare the veggie garden. Unfortunately, I have a lot of gophers in my yard, so I've had to come up with a creative solution for these little buggers. Last year, I decided to build some raised gardens about 3 feet off the ground, and they actually worked out great, so I decided to modify the other garden boxes I had already on the ground. The dimensions for the larger box are 4 feet by 8 feet, and I use 4 by 4 inch posts for the legs, and the legs are 3 feet high. And then I use 2 by 4s as supports around the legs. I use 2 by 6 inch planks for the base. There's a furring strip around the edge, and the planks just sit on that. And they're not attached so that I can replace them if needed. And the wood is untreated. I think it's just better to use regular wood for a garden box. We don't really have a harsh winter here, so some of the things I planted last year are still growing. One is this Greek oregano plant. Even this basil plant survived, and it's starting to put out some new leaves. I bought a pony pack of this green magic broccoli, and I planted it about a week ago. We also have some Swiss chard that started growing again from last season. I really wanted to try growing an Anaheim pepper this summer, and it says hot pepper, but it's really actually kind of mild, which is nice. And I always plant a sun sugar tomato. It's a cherry tomato, and I think it's the best one out there. And this one is not too root bound, so I just loosened up the roots a little bit. And the garden soil is so soft and fluffy, it's just great to work with. All the bugs and earthworms in there are doing all the work. The Anaheim pepper plant looks pretty good. I think it'll be very happy here, and I have high hopes for it. Then they just needed a nice drink of water, and then they're on their way. Then I planted some dill. Eventually I want this garden box just to have herbs in it, hopefully. Then I always plant zucchini. You have to give it more room than you think. So I put 2 seeds in basically half of 4 by 8, so I hope that gives them enough room. I planted one by the edge so it could kind of hang over, hopefully. And we have oak trees on our property, and the veggie garden was kind of by one of those oak trees, and an acorn fell into the dirt. And when I was transferring the dirt out, I found this acorn that had sprouted. So I put it in a little pot, and hopefully it will survive, and I'll have a little oak tree. I always see so many different kinds of bugs when I'm gardening. This one is in its final stages, and it will become a ladybug soon. The garden soil has a lot of earthworms, and sometimes I see these millipedes, and also tons of roly-polies everywhere. They all help create really good soil. Thanks, guys. Also thought I would start some cat grass, so I started some in this little pedestal, and I also planted a larger pad too. I think I did enough work for today. Moving that dirt took a lot of effort, and when you're not used to it, it can be quite the workout. So I guess I'll have our hired farmhand, aka my husband, fill up the other one. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. See you later.